Hey there, got some of the question for you.
Hi. Shoot, I'm ready. What's on your mind?
Yes, today I want to talk about quantum computing and AI. And can you tell me what the two is related of or not?
That's a great question. Quantum computing and AI are definitely related, though they're not the same thing. Think of quantum computing as a potential supercharger for AI. Current AI relies on classical computers, but quantum computers could potentially process much more data and solve more complex problems, which could unlock new possibilities for AI. Does that make sense?
Yes, that makes sense. So can you tell me, because you say it can solve the complicated question, right? So can you make an example, like is a weather forecasting, or some of the mathematic problem, or something else?
Sure, for example, weather forecasting. Current models are complex, but even more complex simulations could potentially lead to much more accurate predictions. Quantum computers could handle the enormous amount of data and calculations needed for that. Another example would be drug discovery, where quantum computers could simulate chemical reactions much more accurately. Does that help clarify things?
Yeah, that's help. And now tell me more about why the quantum computing is more security. Is that financial need it? That would be helpful for the bank or not, or in danger for the bank.
That's a really insightful question. Quantum computing could definitely be a game changer in terms of security, both for banks and other industries. On the one hand, it could enable much stronger encryption methods, making it more difficult for hackers to break in. On the flip side, it could potentially be used to break current encryption standards, which is why there's ongoing research into post quantum encryption. Are you interested in learning more about specific threats or opportunities for the financial industry?
Yes, I heard a lot of government to use the quantum computing. So at the future, that could be only the government to use, or a person can use that.
That's a very important question about the future of this technology. While governments are definitely investing heavily in quantum computing, the goal isn't necessarily for it to be exclusive to them. In fact, many private companies are also working on developing and utilizing quantum computing. It's likely that in the future, both governments and private organizations will have access, perhaps through cloud based services, making it available to a wider range of users. What are your thoughts on that possibility?
Yeah. So when you mention about the cloud, is that only person can use it through the cloud, right? So now we cannot have the personal machine, quantum machine in the personal house, because that require a lot of skill, such as a very cold situation, as the minus 273 degree. Am I right?
You are totally right. You won't be having a quantum computer in your living room anytime soon, precisely because of those extreme conditions you mentioned, like minus 273 degrees Celsius. That's absolute zero. So, yes, access will likely be via the cloud, allowing scientists and engineers to interface with these machines without needing to maintain the complex environments themselves. Does that further clarify things for you?
Okay, so